The following is a production of Durham Television Network. Hello, welcome to City Hall this week. The selection process for Durham's next police chief is continuing to move forward. As part of that process, residents got a chance to hear firsthand from the two finalists for the position on April 6th. The finalists are Atlanta Police Department Deputy Chief Cerelyn and Major Michael Smathers of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. They took part in a community forum where they answered questions submitted by residents and got to meet residents individually. The rebroadcast of the forum is available on Durham Television Network and on the city's YouTube channel. The city administration now has guidelines in place for the budget development process. City council members approved the guidelines at their April 4th meeting. Among the guidelines for revenue sources, the tax rate for the general fund will not exceed the current rate of 53.84 cents per $100 of assessed value. For expenditures, pay and benefit increases will be considered for city employees. Funding for 20 additional sworn police officers will be included, and funding for deferred maintenance will increase from $600,000 to $700,000. The dedicated street resurfacing fund will also increase from $2 to $3 million. As part of its effort to address the need for more affordable housing, the City Council is focusing on the part gentrification plays in that dynamic. Mayor Bill Bell led a discussion on what gentrification is during the Council's March 24th work session.
And I think it's important that we be able to come together as a council to first define what gentrification means to Durham. And if we can do that, then to identify those neighborhoods that are prone to gentrification.
To do that, Mayor Bell wants to have maps developed that show the neighborhoods impacted. These maps would be similar to ones developed for Raleigh and Charlotte.
And they're all based on census tract data. And they're all based on a term. And what they do is they look at the total number of census tracts. Then they have a definition as to what neighborhoods are most prone to gentrification. And it's based on median income and median household income, two factors. And then they can show you over a period of time, I think they use from 1999 to 2000 and 2000 beyond, which neighborhoods have been gentrified. And I would like to see our staff come up with similar maps for the city of Durham.
Mayor Bell says the two factors that should be considered for this are median household income and median home value.
Home value and income. And there's a level. And if you meet that level, then your tract is prone to gentrification. If you're above that level, then you aren't tract is prone to gentrification.
He says the maps will help council members dive deeper into the issue and determine how it can best be addressed. In addition to this discussion, the council had a meeting on affordable housing on April 7th. The development of the Eno River Watershed Plan is getting underway. The plan will identify and model potential projects that will help to reduce nitrogen and phosphorus loading from the Eno River into Falls Lake. The City Council approved spending $2.4 million on planning and design services for the project. The city is adding its financial support to the upcoming Moog Fest. The multi-day festival that moved from Asheville will take place at venues throughout Durham from May 19th through the 22nd. By day, it's described as a conference for music, art, and technology enthusiasts. By night, it's a series of performances by pioneers in electronic music, pop, and avant-garde experimentalists. The festival is expected to have an economic impact on Durham of nearly $7 million. The city will support it with $62,000 in funding. Durham is celebrating its newest class of fire safety ambassadors. A celebration was held on March 31st to mark the completion of the 2016 Junior Fire Marshal Academy. Because of the program, participants are now better prepared to handle fire emergencies. They are also more aware of future career opportunities within the Durham Fire Department. The academy is held every year during Durham Public Schools spring break. That does it for City Hall this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find us on demand on Durham Television Network's webpage and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. This has been a production of Durham Television Network.